one of the wildest dreams we had was that the holidays would be new for year 2. And it's coming true. What's going on, everybody? It's Iron SwitchForce. Smash that like button because we got a bunch of secrets to discuss. Things that were not shown in today's awesome update trailer post thingy. And stuff Nintendo did not initially talk about, but now has revealed. Amiibo card updates for Sanrio, okay? Rest of 2021 tidbits. And I've got a tip on the next update and the character at the center of all of it. And it's not Brewster. So make sure to let me know in the comments down below how you feel about holidays being new for 2021 and what that means to you, how it opens up flexibility, possibility, and creativity. There's a lot to get into, so let's go right now. The first thing we got to do is clarify on the items and more additions to the game in terms of seasonal events. But like I said, there's a lot to get in, so buckle up, get a snack, and let's go. Prom night is not going to just be clothing at the Able Sisters. It's also going to include this lovely prom night wall, prom night flooring, and the prom sash. So this is quickly becoming a really engaging and interesting set. They've got the formal wear and the fashionable clothes, but they're also bringing in some Nook shopping items, which I really appreciate. They're fleshing out prom night to be a full-on seasonal event, and that is a good hint for something we're going to discuss later. I really like this wall and flooring in particular, although the flooring's kind of like giving me a bit of OCD, like, oh my gosh, get the confetti out of there. It's like cockroaches, but more colorful. There's also going to be a nice little Korean tree day, Arbor Day, if you will, and it has one of the best items in this update, and one that wasn't even shown earlier today. This is the Forsynthia Plant, and it looks absolutely beautiful. In fact, I wish this tree was plantable, because it just looks so awesome. You know, it's a little bit struggling, kind of like a tree from Charlie Brown, but at the same time, it's so cute, it's so precious, and wouldn't it be great to have some trees that weren't as symmetrical as the rest? I wish you could actually plant this, but I'm going to throw these potted plants all over my island, and I bet you will as well. This one kicks off on April 1st, and then we also have Earth Day taking on a bit of a different tune this year. Last year it was all about leaf, now it's about being fancy. You got this cool globe that begins on April 15th to the 22nd, and hey, besides being environmentally conscious and friendly, you also got to be a studious librarian come this Earth Day. It's just a very interesting choice of framing this photo, but I do appreciate it, do respect it, and I think it's going to be fun. There also is the Switch Lite. So they have the Animal Crossing Switch in the game, they have the OG Switch in the game, and now if you're a Nintendo Switch Online member, soon you'll be able to order one of the 4 Switch Lite colorways: yellow, coral, gray, and turquoise. They just look like delicious ice cream flavors to me. We're talking mango, strawberry, charcoal, and teal. Bubbly water, seafood. I don't know. Either way, I really love that they're including the Switch Lights, and it's something extra that you can order, making this one of the biggest item updates we have yet seen, which is pretty neat. Now let's go over to the Nintendo post to uncover a few more details from them as well, including an update on these guys, the Sanrio Cards. Now we know the Sanrio Cards are coming March 26th, but now we officially know that they will be available for purchase at Target stores. There's a little confusion if these would be online only, in-store only, both. Some Nintendo items lately have been online only. Some of the Monster Hunter Rise stuff is only purchasable via websites, but we now know that these cards will be in stores, so you're not going to get completely overwhelmed by bots and by scalpers on the website. You can go pick them up in stores as long as you're being safe. I still don't think there's any pre-order. There's no mention of the pre-order. They're out in 10 days, and I think you're just going to have to show up and get these, and I hope that they have a lot of stock so everybody can get these Sanrio cards and all the items, because honestly, these items are amazing, and they just flesh this update out to be even bigger and better. But there's something bigger and better that Nintendo mentions at the very end of their post. They talk about Build-A-Bear, obviously, which is exciting, although they don't go into detail on any of the bears or characters coming. They do say this here: the 1-year anniversary of Animal Crossing New Horizons is a great time to jump back into the game and experience new features as well as seasonal events and holidays later in the year. Now you could say, maybe this just means they want you to play all the holidays again, but based on what they've done with Bunny Day, and based on the fact that they're adding April Fool's Day and Prom Night as seasonal events, tells me that they're going to be adding in new fun events all year long. Obviously, we didn't get Blanca like some of us wanted, but we are getting the acknowledgement of April Fool's Day, we are getting Prom Night, and we are getting Korean Arbor Day, and these are events that aren't necessarily tied to a traditional holiday. Going alongside something like wedding season, we now know and see that Animal Crossing can add anything fun, culturally relevant to any country in the world, and make it work. So they could have a back to school event, all right? They could have all sorts of things of this sort. They could have a, I don't know, Christmas and summer event. They can do whatever the heck they want to deliver new seasonal items and new seasonal updates. And Prom Night is the perfect example of them not only doing clothes, but items, not only doing items, but clothes, and again, finding ways to invigorate the gameplay experience throughout the year, even though we thought we knew the calendar. Now, this continues in an even bigger fashion with holidays themselves, because everybody was worried that we would be replaying the same darn events over and over again. And let me tell you, if any holiday deserved to be untouched, it was Bunny Day. And not because of the chaos of it all, but because it was the earliest holiday. Many players haven't experienced it. Many of you haven't played it yet. If you didn't have a Switch or AC in the first 2 weeks of the game's existence, you didn't play this. So if any event was going to go untouched, it would have been this one. And they're modifying it, they're adding to it, and that makes me very confident that they will be modifying and adding to all the major holidays in 2021, which is so exciting, okay? We see Bunny Day shrinking actually this year. Last year it was from April 1st to April 12th, almost a full 2 weeks, and this year it shrinks down to about 8 days, from March 28th to April 4th, and on each of those days you can grab a new item at Nook's Cranny. The detail on this sign is incredible, and I'm super excited to see what else they incorporate. I was happy with just a new colorway of items, but they're delivering even more. They're bringing new items, and they've made Bunny Day less intrusive. Now, they already worked on that last year by updating some of the spawn rates, and now they've shrunken the event from 12 to 8. Now, I'm curious to see what Zipper has to say, and if there's any differences in his dialogue or in the way that his event is detailed. I don't expect that, but it might happen, okay? I'm gonna say that more likely than not, we are going to be experiencing the same event, the same type of holiday, like the same trick-or-treating, right? The same toy delivery, the same Zipper interactions, but that we will get new items throughout the year. I fully expect if Bunny Day is getting 8 new items, that Toy Day will have new sets as well, and that Jack will be bringing new spooky goodies also. I mean, I fully think that they will continue to do this to keep the player base engaged, at least for the first 2 to 3 years, as they promised. And this is exciting, not just because it's new items, but now your design flexibility is enhanced. It's not just recycling the same design you had for Bunny Day last year, and for Turkey Day last year, and for, Halloween last year. Now you have an incentive to go in and kind of reconfigure, rework, and even if the holiday itself, like the character, the NPC, is the same, there's ways you can make it feel fresh, which is so awesome. Luckily, I'm feeling fresh as well, because I had such a bad headache when I made the first video today, and then afterwards, it evolved into the worst migraine I've ever had. It was so painful. I was like completely out of commission. It feels all better now, thank you, I appreciate it, but that was rough. Ugh. I had to get back though, because there's so much awesome stuff, and there's even more to dive into. I'm so glad Animal Crossing is updating the holidays. I think this is one of the smartest things they could have done for 2021 to show us that they're committed to keeping the game relevant, to keep us really engaged, and to show that anything's possible. They're going to be adding seasonal events like Prom Night. Hopefully they'll continue to add new characters and gameplay like mechanic updates. They're bringing in tons of items, and I think the game is just going to continue to be one of the most fun places to play for 2 to 3 years, which is what they promised, and they are delivering. This tweak to the holidays is gold. And I have a little more gold for you as well. Let me remind you that when they showed Sanrio characters, I said they're going to be in the game, and you doubted me. When the Mario update hit, I said they will bring an anniversary update, and you doubted me. So heed these words of wisdom and do not doubt me, because I think the next update, my friends, is going to be about this cool kitty. A lot of you probably saw this image in the initial post, and actually a lot of people are pissed off. They said, why is Katrina reduced to a JPEG? That's terrible. She's one of my favorite NPCs, and all she is a little icon in the Nook Link app. But hey, I really think the next update is going to center around Katrina. I think this is Nintendo tipping their hat. As of late, they'd like to be a little coy with how they do things. You might remember earlier in the year, they didn't show anything at the end of the trailer. And then they teased the Sanrio cards and the characters by posting on Twitter. And lo and behold, we got a big Sanrio character update. I think they're doing the same once again here by teasing Katrina on Twitter. Now, to be specific, she's a part of this Nook Link app update, but that's not coming till late March. It's not tied into the Sanrio update. It's not tied into March 18th. It's coming late March, which leads me to believe that Katrina is going to be an April/May update. Thus far, Nintendo has been using the strategy where they drop the trailer in January, and then the big thing, Festival, happens in February. They drop the trailer in February, and then the big thing, Mario items, come in March. They drop the trailer in March. Some of the big stuff is coming in March with the Sanrio characters, and then some of the big stuff like the Bunny Day updates is coming in April. So I think we're going to get a trailer in April that leads into May. And May is starting the summer off, and that's where Nintendo went ham last year with the Double Wave update, and I think they're going to bring big things. And honestly, I think they're going to bring Brewster as well. I have no fear about the pigeon, okay? I trust the data mine. I trust my intuition. I know he's coming. It sucks he's not here yet, but I feel he will. Another reason that I think Katrina is a part of this, it's twofold. Look at Katrina's face. This is the exact same art that they used to unveil the next character at the end of the update trailers, okay? When they show Leaf's face, when they show Jingle's face, this is the art style they use. It's not an in-game model, it's a specific art style, and it's this exact art style. Also, if you're a new Animal Crossing player, which plenty of New Horizons purchasers are brand new to the series, you have no idea who this is. This character means nothing unless she's in the game, and so that's another reason I think they will be bringing Katrina fully realized into New Horizons. If you want to know what she does in the Nook app, it's basically when you get your points, this Nook Points app edition where you can get these daily points to buy these things like Nook Ink Poster, which is just more cool items. She gives you words of wisdom from the great Katrina herself. But remember, if you're a new player, you have no idea who Katrina is. They teased her last year a little bit we thought they were at least, with the King Tut mask and the balloons and the tripping. That's her luck element. So I think she's going to come and bring fortune telling. I think she's going to come and bring luck. I think she's going to have a nice role and hopefully be a new fun gameplay or even daily addition to the game. She might just be a character that arrives in the plaza. That's probably the best fit for her, but maybe she'll have a bigger role in New Horizons. We don't quite know. I just want you to trust me. Trust my words of wisdom. I think Katrina's coming, and I would get ready for her on the island because it just makes too much sense. And luckily, this update is really turning out to be quite nice. It's fantastically bringing in a bunch of items, adding new updates to the holidays, incorporating new seasonal events, bringing in interesting elements off-game on the website and the Nook Link app. And let's not forget, delivering Sanrio freaking villagers plus quality of life that we've asked for ages now. So this is a super fun time to be an Animal Crossing fan. Big group hug. I love you guys. This was such a fun day. I cannot wait to explore everything with you tomorrow. Starting off tomorrow, we're going to be able to check out the Sanrio villagers, and that'll be fun. So make sure to come back, turn your notifications on, hit that like button. I love you guys a lot. Let me know what you think about the holidays being new and how that impacts the game for you, your creativity, your expression, your fun. What does it mean to you? Let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, everybody, thanks again for watching. I appreciate you so much. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart out there. Until next time, SwitchForce out.